Hello and welcome back from that short break. Excuse us real quick. So yeah, we're picking up where we left off. So Natalie, do you want to talk to us about the script or anything? You want to try that again? You want to try speaking into the mic? Later. So later. All right. So we're gonna try to brainstorm for name ideas for our little production here. So if any of you in Facebook Live has a suggestion, if you can, please submit it so we can
start getting ideas.
Start getting ideas on what we should go for right here. So yeah, just do that, please. We're really low on brain cells here. we can't think of anything ourselves. We need the help of the public.
I mean, we have thought of some names, but we all decided that's gonna wait until the end.
Yeah, you're right. I just thought of that now. Wow, look, brain cells. They're going by fast.
What were some of the ideas for the names that you had thought of? Just come up with some, or just kind of mention some that we've been thinking about.
The Horror Fest.
The Horror Fest. Yeah, that was one, and there's also my suggestion, the Shadow Man.
There was also one of our other students, the Haunted Mansion.
Haunted Mansion. We also have that. Any new ideas we're looking for here? None?
The Apocalypse. That was one I was thinking of.
The Apocalypse. Yeah. Those are all pretty good names there. So, are you comfortable to talk about your script now, Nelly?
I mean, I've talked about it before. There's nothing really to talk about.
What about the character names?
I mean, Mark and Hannah, that's it.
Mark and Hannah, but what are their personalities like? Can you tell me?
I don't know. Honestly, they have their own personalities, and I didn't come up with them yet.
Okay. Ulysses, do you favor any of the names we're suggesting for our production?
Maybe the Haunted Mansion, because that's what it's kind of about. Like it's set in a house, so that would kind of fit in it.
Yeah, but what I'm getting, what the word is bothering me is haunted, since it's gonna be. The word haunted is usually associated with like ghosts.
The paranormal, yeah.
Yeah. So what else and our productions are about a zombie, so I think we should at least think of a name that is appropriate to our production here.
So we basically won't go off track and basically trick people into thinking, oh, it's about a haunted mansion and stuff like this.
Exactly.
When it's actually just more about a zombie instead of no paranormal activity.
The title is just as important as the movie itself, since it gives the audience an idea of what they're watching just basing off what they're reading from. Am I right here?
Yeah.
So, Lauren, I hear you have a bunch of furniture that we're going to use for the film, right?
Yes, I do.
Can you talk a little bit more about that, please? I feel interested in that.
Well, when I was little, I used to play with dolls a lot, and so I've collected a lot of furniture over the past years, and my grandma has actually given me some vintage sets, and I chose those out because I thought they would look great with the, I guess, kind of old house vibe, and yeah, I just figured I would put them to good use in this film.
Yeah, so your grandma's gonna be really surprised when she sees her vintage sets on a movie in the drive-in.
Yes, probably.
So that's interesting. That's interesting. Ulysses, I saw that your mother brought in a steel oven.
Yeah.
That was interesting. I really like that.
Yeah, that's something we've had for a little bit. It's like a mini oven, and it's like, yeah, it's just steel.
It works.
Like, so it could, yeah, I think it could technically work.
Yeah, so
You put,
when
like,
we're
candle,
finished with the
maybe.
set, we could just boil an egg.
Yeah.
Call it a day.
Yeah. A little omelet or something.
And just like have like breakfast after it's 6 o'clock in the morning and we're finally finished with the film.
Yeah.
So, any new brainstorms for the names? For the name for our film here? Ulysses, you got any?
Not as of right now.
All right then. So, are we gonna choose between names that we already have, or are we just gonna wait until the Facebook comments tell us what we should do?
I was thinking something maybe associated with the word nightmare, as they are in an old house and being hunted by zombies, so I would think it resembles something of a nightmare. It's a very good one.
Are dead.
I mean,
Yeah, that sounds really good right there. Since it's to them, it's a nightmare that has come to life, and that is currently chasing them right now. Who doesn't like
Nightmare Alive?
Nightmare Alive? That's a good name. That's a good name right there. So we'll just keep that in mind. We'll write that down in our list of ideas.
We could also have Facebook Live vote which name we should do.
Yeah, we should have like little polls and like Twitter or something, and so we can decide what the audience think our name should be. So,
Survey Monkey.
Yeah.
Delilah, I just remembered you haven't been talking for a bit. So, do you mind telling us what you're planning to do with us in the set? Maybe like storyboarding or something? Or do you want to tell us a little bit of how interested you are in making the film, or how interested you are in all of this, how we got all this stuff ready for production?
It's nice to see the progress and how far we've gotten.
Yeah. Well, that's
I feel like it's gonna turn out really well.
Yeah, it's gonna be. Yeah, I also think it's gonna turn out pretty well because we're here. We're just here to have fun. We're not like those sour production makers that over there at Hollywood, who just snuffing their cigars and kids pizza or something.
I mean, I think we should have a pizza party now that you mentioned that.
Yeah, we should have like a little celebration party. So for when we're done with the film.
We're finally done. Woohoo!
We'll hit up Stefano's. Have y'all been to Stefano's?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have the huge
30-inch pizza.
Yeah.
Big.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, one for
amazing.
each of us. See if who passes out.
So mention if Stefano's is listening that they would love for them to sponsor us.
Yes, please, Stephanos, if you're listening on this.
Sponsor us.
In Far Right? Yeah. It's good pizza.
Yeah, sponsor us, please. We're
Yeah.
desperate.
Y'all's pizza's pretty good. I'm just gonna say that right now. It's pretty tasty, right? It's pretty tasty. It's fun to eat with family, and basically everything tastes better when you with someone, right? When you're with someone to talk to. Like say, it's better
Ice
to
cream.
eat. It's better to eat a meal with friends than to eat a meal alone, right?
Yeah.
Because then you can't really taste any of the good flavors in the food unless you're eating it with friends and you're enjoying what you're having. The moments you have with your friends.
It's fun.
Yes. Well, anyway, we're getting off topic here. We transition from pizza to heartwarming moments that should be in like a Hallmark movie.
You know what? Maybe we should do that next once we're
Yeah,
done.
let's just go raid Hallmark, see what they have, and then we'll steal their ideas.
Maybe we should do another one after this production.
Yeah, just like not claymation, or maybe just like live action,
Yeah.
just general animation or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds like a good plan there. We'll keep that in mind. So,
I think that'll be fun. And this time I think I'll write the script again, and maybe I could put all of us in there. Maybe it can be an hour long this time.
yeah, because then if we try to make our film here an hour long,
We'll
I'll probably
bore.
be like 16 years old when we're done. Ulysses is already going to college.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're finished. We're finished with the film. I gotta go to Yale. So it's thank you all for listening to this. Oh, it's a break. All right, so thank you all for listening. We're gonna have a quick break, and then we'll continue this in a quick moment. When I'm left on my own, several thoughts unfold. Would I change what occurred? Chancing all I've I've tried to fix myself, but it don't matter if I try. No, it don't matter if I live.
KCYP 97.7 FM. We want to thank you guys for joining us today. We are. Let me just explain a little bit about what's been happening right now. This is a radio television class, radio TV film class, and these kids are phenomenal. They. This is probably one of the few times that I've left them to do their show on their own, and they did well. And so in this class, we try to teach a little bit about radio, a little bit about TV, and a little bit about film. And I've got junior high kids and high school students here. And so please raise your hand. Who's in junior high? Okay. And high school. Who's in high school? Okay.
Guess who's the odd one out?
Okay. So then, so in this class, we are currently working on claymation, a stop frame animation, and it's a they chose the topic. Students chose the topic. They chose the script. They worked on it on their own. I wanted this to be their project, with very little input from me. I wanted them to kind of work through the process. I just kind of guided them, and so we're in pre-production. We're about to go into production because remember, there's 3 parts to it. There's pre-production, production, and then post-production. Post-production is when we edit the film, and then we do all the marketing and screenings and all of that. Well, in the pre-production is what we're in the pre-production phase right now, and so we're designing the sets. I think the characters are just about completed, and we're about to go into production. Hopefully next week we will wrap up the pre-production part of it, and we can go into production before June. That way we can have this film out realistically by I guess the 1st of June. And then we're going to begin the post-production part of it throughout June, and then maybe we can post it. We can screen it somewhere in July, sometime in July. And so the places we're looking to screen this at is at the McAllen Creative Incubator. We're going to have a red carpet event, premiere night. We're going to dress up and show up. We're going to have a red carpet, take pictures. And then we're planning a second screening at STC at one of their drive-in movie theater events that they have, and hopefully it will show that the kids' talent, we can showcase their talent and what they've done. But I want to talk about something important. Graduation just around the corner, right? I know for some students it's already next week, and so we've got a young man here that is about to graduate. And Ulysses, come up to the mic, please. No, you can use that mic. Yeah, you can say that one. Just bring up his mic. Yeah. Tell us about your graduation. What's going to happen? Are you excited?
Yeah, I graduate next week on Saturday, so that's coming up. Yeah.
That's excellent. Let me bring my mic back up. We are going to be there. The 97.7 FM is going to be there at your graduation. We're going to be streaming it, so be looking forward to seeing it live on our social media. We'll be screening it, and we will be joining you guys. And we want to congratulate you and all the other graduates from your program, the RGV Hope, right?
Yeah.
And it's a great program. It really gives the students a little extra of what they were typically doing. Now, please tell us about your cord. You're graduating with a special cord, right? What's the color of that cord?
Black and yellow.
Black and yellow, which just happens to be the colors of the radio station. And so he's graduating, as well as every graduating senior that goes through our program gets to graduate with their cord, an extra cord. We type out a letter, send it to their counselor, their school counselor, their principals, letting them know that they have gone through our program, that they've earned that cord to wear on their cap and gown. And is your hair okay? I'm sure the people at home are wondering, like, what's wrong with her hair? Okay, but yes, it's community service, community work that they do, because in this program they produced public service announcements. Do you remember the public service announcement that you guys produced? And so they're sending positive messages to the community. They're providing quality educational program. We've brought in folks that talk about educational topics such as everything from like financial literacy to the geocaching. Remember the lady that came in twice? And so the students will interview our guest speakers, and it's just an educational type of programming, and it's a service to our community free of charge. And so because of all those hours that they put into this community service, as well as the Thanksgiving meal distribution, right? Can someone like to talk about that? Who was here, Lauren, or were you? Who wants to talk about it?
It was fun. I got to stir turkey.
That's right. And for those of y'all that weren't here, we partnered up with the Salvation Army, and we distributed. I think it ended up being close to 400 meals. And that was another part of our community service. And so these students, because of all that community service they've done, they get to wear those cords. So when you guys graduate, would you be in, 5 years from now?
Maybe a year now for me.
Cool. Then you will be able to wear your cord, as well as Delilah. When do you graduate, Delilah? You don't know? Not yet? Soon, though, right? Well, when you graduate, you can wear the black and yellow cord that signifies that you've gone through our program. So anyway, we want to wish all the graduates the blessings and the very best in all of your endeavors. I'm going to toss it back over to Omar, who's going to give us a quick recap as to what we've talked about in this class, and then he's going to go ahead and sign us off.
Hello and welcome back. As he just said right now, my name is Omar, and what we've been talking about here is we've been talking about our production, we've been talking about where we want to go with this movie, we've been talking about what we want for this movie, what we've been doing for this movie, and what we're trying to name this movie. Seriously, we can't come up with a name right now.
That's right. So if you at home, if you got some ideas, please send it to us on Facebook. You can go to the City 977. That's a keyword. The City 977. That's our Facebook, and you can just kind of punch in some ideas there. You can also go on our Instagram account. Also, the keyword is the City 977. Give us your ideas.
Anyway, thank you, the Facebook Live viewers, for watching this. Thank you for the radio listeners out there who are still listening to this. This is Omar with the KCYP 97.7 FM, The City, signing off.
You're the best listener that I've ever met. You're my best friend with benefits. What took me so long?